Once you have finished your first row of double crochets along the bottom of your cup, we are going to chain 2, turn your work around and carry on crocheting double crochets along that row of your first double crochets. Once you have reached the middle of your top where your 2 caps meet, don't forget to add that double crochet in that chain 1 that you made in the previous row to join them. I made my chain a little bit tight, so I kind of had to just squeeze my hook through. And then once you have done that, just carry on double crocheting till the end of the row. Now once we have finished our second row, we are going to start off the next row by chaining 3, turning your work around and preparing for a double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. So now we are going to chain 1, skip that stitch and prepare for a double crochet in the very next stitch. So we will just be placing 1 double crochet, chaining 1, skip it stitch and double crochet in that second stitch away from the hook, right up until the very end of your row. Now once you get to the end of your row, if you don't have enough stitches to make that chain 1 and skip a stitch and then double crochet, just add an extra chain and then crochet right in the very corner so it gives you that straight look. Now when you get to the end of that row, we will be chaining 2 and turning around. Now in that first loop that you've made, we will be adding 2 double crochets, Now we will be chaining 1 and placing another 2 double crochets. Now in the next loop you won't be chaining, you'll just be doing your usual double crochet. So just make 1 double crochet in that loop. And now you are going to do your next 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in that same loop. Now once you have done that, in the next loop you will add another double crochet. In the next loop you'll add your 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. In the next loop you'll add another double crochet, and you'll just carry on with the same pattern throughout the rest of the row. Now once we have reached the end of that row, you are going to chain 2, turn your work around, and in that chain 1 loop from your previous row, you are going to add 2 double crochets, chain 1, add another 2 double crochets, and now in between the shells you are going to add a double crochet above the single double crochet in the previous row. And then you are going to now do your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and carry on with this until the end of the row. Now we are going to chain 3 once we have reached the end of that row. And we are going to prepare for a double crochet. So what we will be doing here again is skipping stitches. So we're going to double crochet, then chain 1, chain 1 again, and double crochet and carry on with this. So you're basically repeating the first row of the detailed design. And once you have done that, you are now going to tie off, and we will just be making a whole bunch of chains. These will be the straps for your bikini. So I made my straps in that first loop of the first row of the detailed design of my top. And I did that by putting my hook through the loop and making a slip knot. And now we just chain until it is long enough to tie around you. Now you'll just be adding these chains to the rest of the corners of your bikini top. If you are planning on swimming in this bikini, I would recommend using cotton. Acrylic yarn, once it gets wet, it is heavy and itchy, so it is really uncomfortable to swim in. I usually just use these for tanning or walking around in. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe.